let's take a look at where we stand right now. Carl Olson at 55,000. Aiken and Day at 54,000. Basham 52. Newman on the short stack at 42, but not in any kind of trouble with the blinds being what they are. And what we have here tonight, too, is a couple of guys who are great butts. Carl Olson and Steve Day. They're in seats 2 and in seat 1, respectively. They both live in the Pacific Northwest, and they actually lived together during the World Series of Poker down here in Las Vegas. Now they got to play against each other.
I'll tell you, they are not happy about how this turned out. I mean, not only do they have to be at the same table with each other, but when you're seated next to a player, that's the guy that you're involved with more than anybody else because you share blinds and buttons and that kind of thing. I think Day is particularly unhappy because Olson is going to have position on him on almost every hand. He's to his left, and he's going to lord that over his friend. Luck of the draw, Barry.
That's exactly what it is. Draw at dinner the night prior to this competition, and it's all just a blind draw. And it happened to come up that the two pals are seated side by side.
Seat 2 bet 7,000.
7,000 the bet from Olson here.
It's a good defensive bet. Olson knows if he checks there, he opens up the chance for Padgett to take the pot away from him. Good professional move there.
Well, Olson, as we said, out of Seattle, Washington, he is a professional poker player, and he says he's paying the bills by playing poker, but his real passion is music.
Right now, I'm playing poker professionally, but if I were to do something else, I would most like to be a musician. I've been playing guitar for about 10 years now. I don't know. I'm okay. I'm all right. Probably everybody that picks up a guitar wants to be a rock star, but poker is what I'm doing right now, and I'm enjoying it very much.
Should be enjoying it. He's won 4 out of the 9 hands that we've played so far. He's brought along a lot of support. His mom and dad, Ellen and John Olson, have come down from the Northwest as well to join us here in the Poker Dome, and they have to be proud of their son right now, who is our chip leader.
And let's be honest about it, both these guys, Day and Olson, believe that they are the superior players at this table. I mean, this is what they do for a living. They expect to win tonight's Dome. The other 4 guys have no intention of making it easy for them.
And we have seen time and again that form doesn't always follow.
The cards don't know if you're a pro or an amateur.
That's exactly right.
Aiken has picked up an open-ended straight draw, but it's what we call the ignorant end, the low end.
And Basham with a pair.
I raised to 8.
Aiken going to raise.
This is going to put pressure on Basham. He does have top pair, but terrible kicker. You can imagine a lot of hands that have him beat right now.
Yeah, and he gets out of the way. Well played, I thought, by Aiken.
Good semi-bluff. Had a chance to pick up the pot right there, which he did, but if he got called, a lot of ways to catch up.
Everybody at this table has taken their turn at being the aggressive player. Padgett is the only player at the table who has not had a pre-flop raise.
I think he's really the only player who really hasn't had a hand that legitimately warrants a pre-flop raise. However, as the blinds go up, these players have to understand that even if they don't have premium cards, when they have position and they've got a chance to pick up the blinds, they do need to raise.
Now here, Day with a pair of queens, and he could get contested here.
Oh, and Padgett has decided to break the streak and raise, and he's picked a bad time.
Sure has. Basham gets out of the way with that little pair.
They can go all in here.
He's got to like what he's seeing here.
Call. Interesting. And I think Olson cannot really like his cards, but he's getting some pretty big odds. He's getting like more than 3 to 1.
He lets it go. So now Padgett with an ace-9 to the flop. Deuce, Jack, and 8.
Beautiful flop for a guy with queens. He's just praying an ace or a king doesn't come. saw Day taking a good look at Paget.
10,000.
Street 3 bets 10,000.
Oof.
Very curious bet into a pot that size.
It is.
Let's see if Day reads it right.
He's going to take his time extension right here and take a long look at Paget. Paget not giving much up here.
Look at Day's heart rate.
Wow. Well played by Paget, who dodged a huge bullet right there. So Paget showing aggression for the first time, and he takes down the biggest pot of the night so far, and that gets him right back into the frame. They're coming back.